Hi, this is Mia Get Real. I'm gonna blame somebody for something that's not their fault. So every few months or every couple of months, there's an inspection, and you don't get much notice. And I work usually every day, and when I'm not at work, I'm working from home. I'm not working from home. I'm forcing myself to stay awake and do work. If I'm not doing that, then it's a downtime, but there's kids and there's mess and there's pets. So there's never this veg, like I veg out, and I was watching a movie, I almost fell asleep, and it was almost over, so I had to go to bed, I couldn't sit here and watch the movie. And they wanted me to work late tonight, and I didn't because I was planning on going to a meeting. Now, could I have skipped the meeting or gone to the meeting and gone straight to work? Probably. Um, and been up all night. So when I have these inspection notices with that busy of a schedule, I am not able to balance my household activities. I'm not able to do cleaning tasks for the night and for the morning and clean surfaces and do the fly lady routine and watch Sophia. Like, my friends would be like, oh, we work Monday through Friday, we clean on Saturday, and we rest on Sunday. Or we work or go to school Monday through Friday, take Saturday off, and then do everything, shopping, studying, house cleaning, on Sunday. I had a tutor that said that her and her husband got rid of everything, and it made it so much easier. I had my people just say, oh, you have too much junk, you're pack rat. And I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't want to put anything else on eBay. I just want to throw everything away. But at the same time, my core had told me that my eBay would get me out of my debts, and it it's possible. I Things didn't go. It's almost 10:30. Things didn't go the way that I wanted today. Um, and I wanted to be super patient, and I wanted to be productive. I wanted to be whole as a person, as a Mia shell of a body, and not be needy. And I wanted to just believe that I have a power greater than myself that nourishes me and loves me, and that I can acceptance of what my circumstances are. And I know that I'm letting my circumstances help to mold my emotions. So something makes me happy, I'm laughing. Something makes me sad, I'm sad, I'm crying. Something makes me angry, I'm angry. And things did not go the way I wanted this week, this month, or today. And really, I don't feel good right now. And I just went through the Fly Ladies. Let me show you this. I actually have it up. That's just an excuse to look at my phone, right? I had the Fly Ladies um, weekly. Oh no, this is a different one. Anyways, it's Fly Lady, and it was the Crisis Cleaning 101. And this is a 10-year-old thing. I've listened to this so many times, and it makes me laugh because I know it's going to be. And I just got 6 bags of trash. I took out 2, I had another one, and then another 2, and then the bathroom. At least I'm just I did 45 minutes of Fly Lady Crisis cleaning. Um, I'm trying to think about how to say. I'm trying to be really generic. Things didn't go the way that I wanted this week or today. And when it involves other people, I get really, really sad. And I went to meetings today, and I felt like I just want to isolate. I felt like I just want to be alone. I felt like everybody around me has things going so well. And like Joyce Meyer's robot, what about me? What about me? And I didn't want to talk to anybody. And I really wanted to talk to somebody. And I really wanted to just be, I don't know how to say it, like, I just wanted to be myself. The first meeting I went to today, the only thing I got, because I missed the beginning, was the fork in the road. And the second meeting I went to at 7 was talking about a pink cloud. And I missed the reading. I think did he read from the big book? I have no idea where my big book is. It's probably on the shelf of my important books. It's got a chair in front of it. I need that book. This is really important. There's not anywhere. There's the red book. I don't know where it is. Things haven't gone my way, and I'm frustrated, and I'm scared, and my faith, like, I feel like, God, but I believed, and I was obedient, and I'm working on myself, and it feels futile. This old freaking lotto ticket that's, like, nothing. I don't even understand it. I almost feel like I should have just gone to work. All I can say is, when I was in medical school, I don't know what force and what. I think you need. If you get a stack of coins, symbol, when prize shown for that symbol, receiving money back on all 4 prizes. It's like the barcode. I don't understand this lotto ticket. I'm sure I found it on the ground somewhere. All I can do is wait and see how things go. And part of it, I actually do feel prideful because of telling people when I think good things are happening, like, oh, I applied for a job, oh, I applied for my medical license, oh, I made friends with somebody, oh, I have this buddy that came to visit me at work once, and now that I've never hung out with her ever again. Like, all this kind of stuff, and it's really sad for me. Hold on. I'm gonna go through the stuff that was in my glove box. This is what the bag looks like. Let's see how much of it I can throw away. I feel like I've been abandoned by society, and I feel like I'm at a stage that I'm so far gone that it's hard for me to tell the truth about it. And what I've been doing is going to as many meetings as I can, and really just feeling like that's the first step for me. Like because of how I feel, it's like I'm powerless and unmanageable. And I look at my house and I see all this stuff, and I'm looking at the stuff that people gave us, and I'm like, I don't want this stuff. So, I'm gonna take, I'm gonna get a U.S. Actually, I'm gonna take one of these pink boxes, and I'm gonna get the big one. Actually, I'm gonna get the big one. I'm gonna take this big box and put recycling in it, or donate. There's actually one in the car that has like peanut butter stuff in it. I'm just gonna take this box and I'm going to, I remember I did with my son, and I folded the bottom to take recycling, and it went all, or rotten fruit, went all over the floor, all over the ground at the food pantry. I feel like I have no control over fate and over God, and I feel I've had this happen to me before where I needed a friend, and there's nobody. And I feel like God's like, just get rid of the box. I feel like when you don't have somebody in your life, like a friend or a parent that you can talk to, it's I'm speaking really quiet because the kids. Alright, let's go through this. The Fly Lady thing made me laugh, and I wanted to do 2 rounds, but I think I've done it 3 times in a row before, just to do the downstairs. There's so much stuff that's not mine. Usually they don't like boxes, they like you to put stuff in, they like you to put stuff in plastic bags. Alright, so some old coupons. They might not even be old. It's like a whole, okay, I used a couple coupons. Buying stuff like that, and anyways. I made friends with someone and I wanted to hang out. And we're supposed to hang out tomorrow, and I haven't heard from this person, and I'm concerned that they're not interested in me, and I don't know. I desire to be reassured that I'm worthy of talking to daily. And I'm going to write that on my card. A lot of this stuff is just work related. It's a less strong thing. We don't need. We don't need the, I hate, like, having stacks of stuff like this. I don't know if I need this. There's more. I have a lot of car related stuff. I'm gonna get it on binder clip. Alright, there is like a nightmare of stuff here. Incident report for housing. I don't need it. Coupons. I listened to the file lady, and I knew she was getting towards the end where she says, sit down, don't yell at me, get some tea, get some water. Just get some water, then she says, go get your tea. And I said, God, what is wrong with me? Like, I couldn't clean my house. I couldn't, this is for my clinic, I don't really care to keep it. I was wanting to clean this morning, and my son was sleeping on the couch, like all day long, and I'm just like, I did a couple of dishes, and I did a couple laundry loads, but I want to have it like I had before, where I could clean the entire house while the kids are gone, and they need to clean up their mess. And it's just, I can't take it anymore. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, old meeting schedule. You know, I probably just like stuck that in the car. You know, I'm gonna get rid of it. I probably stuck it in the car just for, because I found it in the house. It's got tape on it. I'm gonna get rid of it and just to be dependent on my telephone. I'm always afraid that internet's gonna go out, but how often are you completely without internet? So this is the one someone told me about on Locust. So that, I can't tell the day. Friday at 7. I thought there was one on Thursday. There's a candlelight one. Is that 9 a.m.? I can't tell. PM. They didn't put the thing in there. These meetings, the latest 11 o'clock p.m. I don't see the word Saturday anymore. I see Friday. Oh, here it is. Rise and Shine. Oh, I used to go to that one down on Burnside. Early Riser. I used to go to that one. That's definitely an old address. I used to go there a lot on Saturday. Early Riser. This is Multiculture. I used to go to that one. Southeast Serenity. I used to go to that one. 75-minute meeting. Starting at noon. I used to get this a yellow coffee shop. I wanted to know the name of the Friday at 8 o'clock. Heart and Soul. It's like, I told myself to get rid of this paper for my business. Just get rid of it. Everything is supposed to be digital. I had a bunch of envelopes. Someone gave me this thing for my clinic. I'm getting rid of it. It's a little coupon. So basically, I couldn't find my insurance card, so I pulled everything out of the glove box, and I was like, I'm not going to put that back in. But I didn't have time to do anything. And basically, I'm only saving the car maintenance, and I need to look at this file cabinet and see. I used to have a sponsor, and I used to work the steps, and I promised myself that I would work the steps If I don't leave till afternoon, like actual noon time tomorrow, I might go to the Saturday group. These are all really old. I get a binder clip. Where is the paper clip? I have you here. I might go to the Saturday meeting up at like at 12. Actually, I don't want to do that. I want to go to the powwow right on time. I don't care. However, whoever and however I get there. Okay, so I'm gonna put the car stuff because you're supposed to keep it if your car is on the warranty. I'm gonna read. This is from 2011. My car is a 2010, so these coupons have been in there since 2011. Your eyes are like portals in and of themselves to where I wander. Maybe I can gaze for myself sometimes. Somebody said me that. Online dating, they could be saying that to everyone, but I lost touch with like everyone. Why is this the second one of these? This car stuff. This is my gas mileage is really bad. Wow, it's like the car versus what I paid is ridiculous. Stupid. I'm sure I looked at the dates of all these. Alright, so I went to the main meeting, but I didn't get to until 12:40, and I brought my crochet project, and I met somebody that I already knew from over 10 years ago that knew my kids from meetings. And I went back to 7 o'clock. Instead of 7:30, my kid wanted a ride, and I got a lady who crochets or knits came up to me. Hey, I recognize you. I say, oh, I recognize you too. She goes, next time, come and speak up. And then I talked to a couple other people. So, this is a text club thing. I don't know what to do with this. Someone sent me this Foundation for Children Neural Immune Disorder. I don't even understand what this is. What it is. Courses. I'm not going to take them. So. God help me. So I'm thinking of just going to bed right now and going to, what is this? I'm thinking of going to 6:30 meeting. I'm like, I need help. Alright, so this is a temporary permit. 8/22/18 hours. Because I was like, here's a lot of my kids. I don't really need that. Insurance stuff. I gotta get all this stuff digital. Alright, so we're gonna read. I'm gonna read because it's like, this is my son's old 2010 from his school. These are the things for lab collection. I don't ever do lab. It's an old bill. So when I have the inspections, everything gets thrown in containers like this, and bags and paper bags, and shoved under the bed. So I have so much. This mail didn't need to be in my house. people say, don't even bring junk mail in, but when I go to the office or home, I shove it in a bag and just leave and go to work. So, I, what is this? From the weight loss group. So you can follow us. I need to remember that. That was from one. I had so many groups I've gone through. Return by 2016, so I'm just gonna shred this. And then there's no point. Well, here's my Lieutenant Uhura picture that I drew. Get rid of that. I don't know what's on the back. I'm not gonna get rid of it right now. This one needs to go with my work thing. I think it's this one. Don't open account by January 2nd. Alright, I'm gonna go read from that red book. And then I'm gonna take that box for recycling. And, I will get rid of this movie. Take it back to the library. It's not in the box. I didn't even go through the bag yet. All the way. Put this out in the hall. I need to, like, chat right now. I'm throwing away so much stuff, and it's like, what the heck is my deal? Yes, it's almost 11. I'm gonna go take the trash out that I put in front of the front door. I'll shred that, and then I'm gonna go and lay down, brush my teeth, lay down. I'm supposed to be finishing. I think I might put a wreath in there. I'm supposed to be finishing my Christmas decoration. Put away. I feel so overwhelmed, and I feel like just, I don't know how to describe it. Look at all of these bookmarks. Alright, so I'm gonna read this. I just feel like I got a phone list today. I should have gone through it. What I learned in 2004 when I was in the first transitional housing program was I went through phone list and phone list and phone list and left all these messages and maybe got a hold of one person. And I found it's more, if possible, get to a meeting. Because you're going to hear people, you're going to get out of your own four walls, out of your headspace, and just listen to people and talk and chat. See if you can chat and talk after the meeting. I'm sitting there thinking everyone is so much better than me. I'm sitting here thinking political things, and I'm like, you're a human, you were born this way, and you're in this meeting because you, like everyone else, wants and needs community. Or else you wouldn't be there. And I just have to keep it simple like that. I'm usually like really, really loud. I wanted to resynchronize my spiritual path today, and I felt frustrated and I don't know. I don't know how life got so so out of control. I don't know if I'm gonna have to shut down my clinic. I don't know if I'm gonna have to go work at McDonald's. I don't know if I was gonna apply so many times to be a janitor in the hospital so I could work all night, or school. I feel my body, I'm gonna talk to my doctors. I don't even feel my body can handle what I'm already doing part-time. And what I'm trying to do, I'm not even making a penny. I've never made a penny off of it. And every year I get more gross, but the net is still really bad. So let's read. This is the Come to Believe, page 61, to the fourth step. Even at an early age, booze was no stranger to me. I remember crawling from one soused parrot to another for a mouthful of beer. As I grew older, the craving for the stuff drove me to find more. Too young to get a good job, I turned to thievery. I was a good thief, I thought. The law soon deflated that balloon. On my second trip to jail, I attended my first AA meeting with strong recommendations from the authorities. All the members greeted me and talked about how the 12 steps have helped them, and in turn should help me. For some mysterious reason, the conversation turned toward God, religion, and an unidentifiable higher power. Oh no, I didn't want anything to do with something even remotely connected with religion. Besides, I said, I'm not an alcoholic. I had just turned 19. Although I kept attending meetings, I couldn't accept the religious aspect. After I got out, booze went on flowing down my gullet until one morning I awoke in the strangest place, at home. That did it. That very night, my mother and I both attended an AA meeting. Sobriety was a novelty. For 14 years, I enjoyed it. The humble business I started grew and prospered. I had become part of the human race. It was great. Then business pressure began to mount, and I suddenly couldn't face those simple problems. That was when my old enemy reappeared. I couldn't resist that one little drink for old time's sake. Business profits took a plunge. Alcohol gained steadily. Once again, I found myself in court. I was horrified when the judge said, "You are charged with the theft of 64 bottles of whiskey. I have no alternative but to sentence you to federal penitentiary." "You can't send me to the penitentiary," I roared. "I haven't got the time." The spectators laughed aloud until the gavel fell. I hung my head low in the realization that they were laughing at me. I don't know how long after that embarrassed day it was before I remembered the 12 steps and made the fourth step work for me. I asked myself questions and answered them truthfully. This done, I joined the prison AA group. For me, the inventory is a higher power, God, and a will power all combined into one. That's interesting. There's a man today who kept talking about willpower. Not that that wasn't really working. That's like the super plus the natural in my mind. Step 4 was all I needed. This time there was no mention of religion. Much to my relief, we discussed the force, power, or object that for each one of us had been our higher power. You see, anything connected in any way with religion is frowned on, to say the least, by us. Yet, I have seen many members of this group leave and never return to booze or prison. Agnostic, you say? Certainly, but that too has been an advantage for me. My search for a God that I cannot find led me to step 4. This step, I feel confident, will help me stay sober. Hold on. We discussed the force, power, or object that for each one of us had been our higher power. You see, anything connected in any way with religion is frowned on, to say the least, by us. Yet, I have seen many members of the group leave and never return to booze or prison. Agnostic, you say, certainly, but that too has been an advantage for me. My search for God that I cannot find led me to step 4. This step, I feel confident, will help me stay sober. Waupun, Wisconsin. And let's see something in here. It says, web developers, computer analysis, industrial engineers, IT administrator, health and med administration is a star on it. Sales manager, marketing professional, software developers, code, something create, code, something create. Number 2, nurses. Number 1, truck drivers. Oh, this must have been the top jobs that were. Look at this. $120 worth of snack food for the whole family. Literally. It's a long receipt. Dear God, I need to meditate briefly until I take the garbage out. I'm just gonna get rid of this. Anything that I can get rid of. Step 4 is made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. It's like I spent the past 14 and a half years after leaving my ex. Prior to that, leaving my dad's house. Prior to that, leaving my mom and dad's house to flee abuse. And I feel like I've been fleeing and fleeing and fleeing and never really never really being able. You ever sit in a park with your kids or somebody's kid or dog and the sun is shining on you and it's nice, there's people having a good time and there's no threats except for squirrels, and you think, wow, this is nice. I've done it while I was sick too. I should do this every day, I say. And I end up not doing it every day. Actually, when my kids were really little, I did, because the park was right next to school. And I never did it as an adult without the kids. I don't think I ever went to a park by myself. I miss it. And you feel, I don't even know if it's serenity, you feel this peace about you. And you think, you feel God. And you feel like it's going to be okay. And the whole commuting and rushing to class and running through the mud and falling while you're trying not to be late for physics quiz and rushing to get your kids from daycare before 6 o'clock, then you just rest for a few minutes. And it starts to get dark and cold and you're ready to call the kids. And then you got a home. If your home is clean, it's so much easier. If your home is bad like mine, it's like hell. I have a real hard time working nights and spending all day working. I got so sick before the holidays, working from 8 a.m. to afternoon, evening, and then going to work until 2 a.m. I got so sick. I was not doing as well at work. It took me longer, and I couldn't take naps. So it was basically almost staying up over 15 hours. But it's like those moments, even getting stuck in traffic and your favorite song comes on, and driving around here in the spring and summer, those warm days where the sky is blue and it looks like you're in California because you're going over these big freeways and you can see the valleys and the big houses. And it's like the worst thing, minus twins, for me to think is you came into this world with nothing and you're going to leave it with nothing and you're going to be alone. And it's like, I don't know why this guy stole, or this woman or man stole all that. I don't see it, but he stole the liquor and went to the pen. But just promising myself to stay with God and to not pick up that first drink or drug. And someone just poked me. And doing all that as an act of obedience to God and protection for anyone, myself and all those around me. I should have charged this. I'm going to listen to Secret Weapon and just do this chair and just get it done, and then I'm going to go to bed about midnight, and I'm going to wake up when I wake up. If I wake up at 6, I'll go to the morning meeting. If not, there's a noon meeting in Lake Oswego. I might go to that and leave a few minutes early. Because all I learned in my life was, like, the past 14 years and the past 20 years being pregnant and nursing and raising my kids has been a solo event, even though I was married for some of that time, like 1/3 to half of that time. I'm so tired, and I'm so broken, like, financially, and I don't even know how we're still in this place. I don't know how I'm not on the street. That's what people say, your higher power. Well, they kept saying the promises and something else. God does for you what you can't do for yourself. And I feel like I need a lot of help from God. Like, there's so much I'm not doing by myself. And I got this phone list. I want to call some old timers and just ask, how do you get the progressive illness? The longer you're sober, the more progressive the disease. The longer you age, your physical age. If you were born an addict or an alcoholic, it's going to progress. How do you cope? I feel this slight peace. I found this bugs in the cupboard, and it was so in the drawer, and I was so grossed out. I said, you know what? That's disgusting. But those were in there, and you were still in the kitchen. And then when you saw it, you're grossed out. They're not pretty. They're not monarch butterflies. I was still cleaning out. My kitchen was full of them, and I just had to tell myself my character defects, which stuff is that? Where the heck is that stuff? 6. We're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. Made a list of all persons we had harmed, became willing to make amends to all. That's number 8. And that's what I've been. I just gotta read them and I'm gonna listen to it. I'm gonna put the battery pack in. We admitted we were powerless over alcohol, that our lives had become unmanageable, came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity, made us a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. We are searching for a small inventory of ourselves, admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. We're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character, humbly asked Him to remove our shortcomings. Made a list of all persons we had harmed, became willing to make amends to them all. Made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. Continue to take personal inventory where we were wrong, properly admitted it. Sought through prayer and meditation to prove our conscious contact with God as we understood Him. Praying only for the knowledge of His will for us the power to carry that out. Having had spiritual awakenings as a result of these steps, we try to carry this message to alcoholics and to practice these principles in all our affairs.